Good morning, folks. Your future mayor, Tungsten Meridian here, future mayor of Wichita Falls Down. Very excited about the upcoming few years of me ruling the city of Wichita Falls Down. It's going to be a great time. Going to be a great time. Folks, today is a historic day. England has voted to leave the Euro. And while I would comment on that, since I might be Australian, I haven't yet figured that out, and I might be English, I don't know. Uncertain, I won't comment on that. But what I will comment on today is a question from one of my most ardent supporters, Mr. Jeremy, on the couch. He asked, what is your opinion of the water rates? And folks, here is my opinion of the water rates. Folks, you know in Wichita Falls Down lately, we were in a terrible drought for many years. And what our local leaders did during that time and after that time, folks, has just been absolutely breathtaking. Folks, I want to continue that tradition of having no forward thinking, shooting from the hip, making just absolute decisions that make no sense, simply because that's what I think needs to be done. And the citizens be damned. I want to continue that type of non-forward thinking. Because folks, let's think about this. Many years we were in a drought and we just sat around and we twiddled our thumbs. And then slowly but surely, as the lakes got down to 80% and then 70% and then 60% and then 50% and then 40%, rules were implemented. Wondrous rules to help us conserve our water. Rules such as you can wash your cars, but you can't provide sustenance for the trees and the grass in your front yard. I mean, folks, think about that. We could keep a dead thing, something that doesn't live, clean, but we couldn't keep something that lives alive. Folks, that's just absolutely brilliant, and I will continue such things. And during that time also, folks, it has been proven that, they didn't even read the water meters over these years. We know that, folks. They just go out and oh, there's your bill. And then when they actually do go out and read it, they find out that, by God, you use 787,000 times more water than you thought. And you get a bill for like $570. And you know what? You will pay it. Folks, that is absolutely genius what they do. And during that time as well, while they were doing all these things to people, they bought a water park. In the time of a drought, folks, these people bought a water park. That is absolutely brilliant, folks. Think about this. Folks, we're going to implement a system at $787 trillion that's going to make you enjoy drinking your own urine. You're going to pay to drink your pee. And while we're at it, we're going to buy a water park to dump your pee, and then you're going to pay to swim in your pee. Folks, absolutely brilliant. And I myself will continue. I will continue those types of decisions. I will continue that. Folks, they say that we have the highest water rates in the United States of America, possibly even higher than Flint, Michigan, whereas we know if you drink the Flint water, you die. That's a fact. That is a proven fact. 787,000 people have died drinking Flint water. And one person he jumped in a pool and he came out covered in copper. He was just covered in it and he died right there on the spot. That's what happens in Flint, folks. And here's the deal. Do you want to pay Flint type rates where you may die? Or do you want to pay more? Well, you know what, folks? It doesn't kill you to drink your pee. You love it. That's the kind of stuff we will do, folks. That is what I will do. But those of y'all that are worried, hey, if you have a wiener card, don't worry, you will not have to pay the rate. You will not have to pay anything for your water. And if you're a wiener with a pool, guess what, folks? If you let a whiner come by and watch you swim, you will get an extra $787,000 on your water bill. Folks, those are the type of things I'm going to do. Winners are going to pay it willingly. Whiners are going to pay their water bill and whine about it. They're going to, I had a leak. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't use that much. Oh, That's what's going to happen, folks. That's what's going to happen. And under Tungsten, I will accentuate all those policies. I'm thinking of putting in a timer in your house that each time you flush your toilet, it's like a dime. It's like a dime. Why not, folks? Why not? Because you don't have to pay your water bill in the city of Wichita Falls now. You know what, folks? You get to. You get to pay water. So for me, I think our water rates should be much, 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 much higher. Our lakes are at 100%. What happens when they get down to 98? What happens? And all this talk about El Nino and all that kind of stuff being the reason, folks, no. The reason we got out of our drought was because of the wondrous cloud seeding that our city paid for, the city of Wichita Falls down. Ingenious, folks. You see a cloud and there's a plane from France that you pay like $7 trillion and he goes up and he sprays stuff in it. And you know what? It's supposed to possibly make it rain. That's why the thing ended, folks. You know why? Because we spent all that money for that whole year and that whole summer, and it flew around. And you know what it did? It seeded the atmosphere. And finally, it took a year for the saturation for that to happen. And that's what happened. The cloud seeding is what ended the drought, folks, not something called El Nino. Look, folks, words matter, or they don't. But something called the boy is not going to end the drought. And it didn't. It was cloud seeding. And folks, Tungsten will continue such wondrous things. I am the greatest thing ever. I will be your mayor. I could comment a couple of more. If you have any more questions about the water rates, please feel free to ask me. I hope this answers your question, Jeremy on the couch. I hope this answers your question. Tungsten Meridian, signing off.